Hello and welcome to Worthy Woman Healing. Healing women's minds, bodies, and souls one trigger at a time. I am Lisa Czak, one of the co-hosts, along with my beautiful daughter,
Eliana Faith.
And on today's episode, we are talking about how to take care of yourself now that you're back to school, whether that be a student or a mom. Stay tuned. So before we get started, we're going to give you a free gift that will help you, whether you're send someone off to college or you're a student starting school again, or you just want a way to start your morning off. You're having trouble getting yourself going in the morning, right? Or you're getting derailed during the day. Your emotions are taking over and just kind of, overpowering you. We have a free morning meditation that we are giving you as a gift back to school. All right. So on today's episode, we're talking about, it's that time of year where we have a lot of women in our healing group, which meets twice a month, that are having a hard time because they just dropped their kids off at school. That's a really hard thing to do. I somehow miss that, right? Because you're living with us.
Yeah.
But I do understand the trauma behind that and how it's hard, not just on the moms, but on the children also, or even if your kids are younger and they're going off to school. Now you're in a new routine, right? It's not like sort of the relaxed of the summer and you're having to shuffle them, here and there and get them up in time, dropping comments. You have trouble. I still have trouble getting my 21-year-old up.
You never woke me up as a kid. Dad always did it because you just hated doing it.
No, I don't do that. Even before this episode, she was napping and she was mad that I woke her up.
That's because I wasn't feeling good.
Anyway, so where do we want to go with this?
So I think a big thing that happens when we go back to school, I know for me as a college student, just students in general, moms, is we stop taking care of ourselves. So we're, moms, I mean, you can probably speak to that more, but I know as a college student, I maybe don't go to bed as early. I've gotten used to that summer schedule. I have to put myself on more of a strict schedule to make sure that I do all my stuff while also taking care of myself, making sure I read my Bible before school in the morning, still going to the gym. And so it's just really hard to balance that once you start back to school. And so a big thing that we teach is non-negotiables, and that just means doing the things every day that make sure that you take care of yourself. So for me, that's waking up, going to bed early enough to wake up early enough before all my classes to read my Bible, and making time for the gym, and also making friend time, and stacking that all on the classes and work and everything can be really hard to balance.
So let me ask you this, because we say non-negotiables are like the wheels of a car, right? What happens if one of the tires starts going a little flat? Your car starts getting a little wobbly, right? And if you're not careful, all the tires are going to go flat. And as you're driving, you're going to go off the cliff, right? That's what it can feel like when it's your main non-negotiable is that one thing that you need to do every single day. And if you don't, your car is going off the cliff, right? Because all your tires are going flat. And before you know it, you're spiraling down the rabbit hole. And as a mom, you can start getting really impatient with your child or your family, right? Which I never do. I have such patience. I'm still working on that. I'm a work in progress. But it's worse for me if I don't do my main non-negotiable, right? Now for me, I'm a little weird. We already know this, right? But my main non-negotiable is washing my face at night and brushing my teeth.
That's good.
Now it sounds so simple, right? But I'm telling you, if I even start thinking in my head, I don't feel like washing my face.
I've caught you on that a couple of times, actually, recently.
Really?
Yeah, you've been I don't want to wash my face and brush my teeth. I'm like, no, you're going to wash your face.
And what's really going on there is something's going on in my life inside of me that I'm not tending to.
Right.
And it's a sign I'm going to go down that rabbit hole, right? Because if I don't wash my face and brush my teeth at night, the next morning I'll wake up. I might skip reading the Bible. I might just, grab something bad for breakfast. Bad meaning like my body doesn't like sugar and gluten.
Yeah.
And then the whole day goes down. So for me, it actually starts like the night before.
Yeah.
But you see how it's so simple, right? So like what's your main non-negotiable that you have? If you don't do it, that's what I want you guys to pay attention to, right? It's that one thing that you don't do and your whole day goes to hell in a handbasket.
If I don't read my Bible when I wake up in the morning, like physically read the physical copy, like even listening to it, there's just something about reading it and like soaking the words and it's like soaking into my soul, into my emotions for the day. If I don't do that, I'm just crabby the rest of the day. I just don't feel right.
You're crabby?
Where do you think I learned it from?
Just stuck my tongue out. If you're listening and not watching, I just stuck my tongue out her. Yeah, and if you can hear my dog scratching, they just got groomed. If you're in Nashville and you know a decent groomer, please drop that in comments. Right now, I want you, if you're listening and you're able to, write in comments, what is your main non-negotiable that if you don't do it, your whole day is going to go just downhill.
Yeah.
It's so simple. They overthink this too much, right? When was the last time you truly took time for yourself? You are so busy taking care of everyone else at the expense of your own health and well-being that it is weighing on you, right? Maybe it's showing up as physical symptoms, extra weight on your body. Maybe you're just snappy and impatient with people because your cup is not full. Imagine filling your cup so everyone else gets the overflow. That's what we're going to do on Worthy Woman Healing Retreat. We are going to renew your mind, refuel your body, and refire your soul so that you start acting like you're worth it, thinking like you're worth it, behaving like you're worth it, allowing people who know your worth into your life. We cannot wait. It is going to be in the Dominican Republic. We're going to just heal in the Caribbean Sea together. The best part about this is when you sign up for the retreat, you get the Worthy Woman Healing Group twice a month for free, plus the Facebook group where you get access to me and my daughter, Eliana, who runs the retreats with me. You get access to us in that Facebook group 24/7, all leading up to the retreat. So we're going to heal together in this powerful group of like-minded women who are healing their minds, bodies, and souls one trigger at a time. Peace is inevitable in every single session. And especially after you leave that retreat, right? You're going to leave that retreat with your oxygen mask fully secured and fastened so you can show up in your life with your cup overflowing. Click the link below to learn more information. And remember, you are worth it. So we actually have help on the way for you, okay? We have a free morning meditation that can start you off and just setting your mind, setting your intention for how you want to feel during the day. So you can click the link to get that. Even bigger than that, though, is any moms dropping their kids off for college, right? Especially in January, at the end of January, you can go from that to our retreat.
Yep.
Which is what? January, what is our retreat? January 30th to February 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, it's...
And this will help. Our retreat is going to help you learn to fill your own cup first so that everyone else gets the overflow. You cannot give from an empty cup.
Yeah.
If you are empty inside, you are taking care of everyone else at the expense of your own health and well-being. You cannot possibly show up for them. I'm going to go so far as to say it is selfish to not take care of yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of women, especially moms, are like, oh no, I can't put myself first. I have to put my kids first, my husband's first, my job first. No, you don't. That's selfish, actually, because you cannot give from an empty place.
Yeah.
Right?
And we have a lot of mothers and daughters coming on the retreat who have realized that and are like, you know what, we're going to go strengthen our relationship and take care of ourselves. So if you're a mother-daughter duo out there, we'd love to meet you as well.
Yeah, and you get our healing group for free all the way up to the retreat, which we all get to know each other in the healing group, right? Where there's mothers and daughters in there.
And go to the beautiful Dominican Republic on a very gorgeous island retreat. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, actually, Steve, put some pictures up so that they can see what we're talking about, where you get to go after the holidays are over.
Yeah. So, should we say a prayer?
Before we say a prayer, I want you to remember, write it down. If you can't do it right now, write it in comments or just write it down in notes somewhere. What is my main non-negotiable, my main oxygen mask that I need to put on every single day, right? Just like the airlines say, put your own oxygen mask on first before you help others. Write that down. And then, you know how Eliana at the beginning of this episode, she told you what all of her non-negotiables are? Write down all of your non-negotiables.
Yeah.
And then check in with yourself when you are having a bad day and you're feeling impatient and you're just feeling edgy and exhausted and drained and overwhelmed. Ask yourself, what did I not do today that I needed to do?
Yeah.
Look at that list, right? That's your reference list. What did I not do on this list that I needed to do so that I could show up optimally in my life?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and say a prayer to help you in the school year, taking care of yourself. Even if you don't have kids that you just sent off to school, you're not a student. Go ahead, and I'm laughing because Eliana's tapping our little puppy on the behind because he's being naughty. Okay.
All right. Lord, I thank you for the opportunity to talk about just making sure we take care of ourselves in every season. And I just pray for all the parents, all the kids, as we're going back to school and they're just starting routines for the year. I just pray that moms and dads would put themselves first, and that especially college students, being a college student, that they just make sure that they put themselves first as well. Just doing those things every day, even that one thing that just helps them feel better, helps them have a much better day. And I just thank you in Jesus' name.
Amen. And remember, you are worth it.